I'm trying to think, the first time that we talked, were you on Atlantic yet? This was 2013.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was right before or yeah, I think it was right before because I met you with Dove. So yeah, it was like right before.
Yeah. Dove is someone we work with a lot. Okay. So it was right before.
Yeah.
So you go from being this grinding independent artist to now you're on one of the biggest record labels in the world.
I stayed a grinding independent artist. I never was a major label artist. I was always a grinding independent artist. I just happened to be on the label if they were ready to come in on my career.
Right, because it ultimately didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, how long were you on the label until you were like, all right, like this is just not the place for me?
I mean, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I said it and I was like, yo, I'm ready to like get the fuck out of here. This ain't gonna work. But I got some new energy in my career and in my Atlantic situation that were like, yo, give us a chance. And I've always been the type of person like, I'm a Cancer, so first of all, I have to mention it because Cancers always do that. Second of all, I stick around a little longer than I should just because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and I like to I don't want to fuck up. You know, I don't want to be the reason. So I always stick around as long as I can and then I let you fuck up. So that's what happened. I just was like, all right, cool, I'll give it a chance. And unfortunately, I do feel like I should have left when I wanted to leave, but I made that song, I Don't Want to Leave, and it was literally around that again. I was revisiting the idea again, and it was about not wanting to leave because I haven't seen what I was promised yet. But then I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to dip.
Well, what were you promised when you signed?
You know what? At the end of the day, it's weird because now in my career, I feel like I've done what I needed to do and the industry has done what it needed to do. Like I always set out to just prove that, like Mexicans are cool. Like we go just as hard as everybody. Like, we're when I was growing up, a lot of people were like ashamed to be Mexican, and still now, but not so much anymore. Like I feel like there is like more representation. And that was it. That was really what I wanted, So at the end of the day, like whether it happens with me or with someone else or whatever, like I think that the whole, being a representative of that is like done for me. At this point, I just want to be creative and like have a good time and like enjoy the fruits of my labor because I definitely have, I've made some money along the way.
Yeah, I mean, Mexican hip hop has always been a very interesting kind of segment in hip hop.
Yeah.
Historically, because it's like, it seems like a lot of the bigger known Mexican artists, like, like the Lil Robs and stuff like that they're very kind of, very kind of gang focused. We're doing music for a very, for our core fan base. Mm-hmm. And if no one else knows about us, fuck it. We
yeah.
We fuck with our people and that's all we need. Because you didn't really see a lot of Mexican artists kind of blow up on a pop level. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you talked about how when you've like put out music, like a lot of the other big Mexican artists didn't really come and support you and co-sign and help, kind of help out with the whole movement.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because Mexican people, we're a really proud people, like like a lot of the guys that have blown up or whatever, I feel like that could have, I guess, we just haven't really came together because everybody wanted to hold that flag of like, yo, I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm that person. And I think that's what happened. But I think that's changing a lot more. Because like, I just made a song with Aleman and like, I'm working with a bunch of artists in Mexico and like Mexico hip hop is like popping. Like, and when it comes to the cool thing that I can say about me as far as my career, you can say anything you want about anything. But what you can say is that I have kept my credibility and I have always been one of the better rappers, female, male, anything. Like, I feel like I've always kind of kept that consistent. So when I went to Mexico, like, it was like open arms. It was like, yo, we watched you since, this and that, and we know I. So to me, I feel like as much as I've been like friend zoned in the industry, I do feel like that the payoff of all of this shit is that I'm like not uncomfortable in any room. Like everybody knows I know how to rap my ass off. You know, everybody knows what I stand for. Everybody knows I can rap my ass off, and everybody knows I have a fan base. And that's it. You know, it's a cool thing to be able to say.
Yeah, no, you're dope. I mean, I remember you. I mean, our first interview, you did a freestyle that just went crazy.
Yeah, that's how Charlamagne found out about me. That's why he still supports me to this day. He was just like, yo, like, I seen you actually spit. And that's cool.
I mean, I've interviewed King Lil G, who actually is a supporter of what you're doing.
Okay.
I mean, didn't you mention that King Lil G is one of the few people that actually do support you?
Well, I had said that, but then he went on his interview and said that I was like scared to collab. I got a bunch of people hitting me up like I'm scared to collab. But he has my phone number, so I don't know why he said that.
Okay. I mean, I've also interviewed, Mr. Criminal. I've interviewed Mr. Capone. We're supposed to get Kid Frost. He's going through some health problems right now. But yeah, I mean, the last major Mexican rappers to really blow up, I mean, Cypress Hill, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, 6ix9ine is Mexican.
6ix9ine is Mexican. You're right. He's half Mexican.
Cap G's Mexican.
Cap G's. You're right. Cap G's Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So all right. So the face of Mexican rap is
there's
actually
a little
changing.
wave. There's a wave. I feel, and I feel like the place that I'm coming at, hip hop, especially now, I think a lot of us artists sometimes we don't know who the fuck we are. While we're coming up, we're just so focused on the grind. We're just so focused on when I finally get this, I'll be this. You feel me? And like. Now I feel like some of us at least are realizing like, yo, I'm Snow the product. You know what I'm saying? Like I at least have a fan base. I go hard. I know what I stand for. And, so that made me be a lot more, I'm like very accepting to energy right now. I feel like really good. And like, I'm not like staying in a pigeonhole of like, I'm just going to rap, aggressive, or I'm just going to rap with Mexican people. Like I'm just making music and it's fun. That's why I made a song like Gaslight, is because I did know it was going to get a lot of my fans to be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing now? But it's like, I just want to get out of any box people are putting me in, because it's kind of annoying, to like, even when I made Wasted Time, people are like, what are you singing now? And it's like, no, like I can be aggressive and rap with Tech9 and I can make a fucking, fun, silly song. Like, it's fun.
No, I mean, when you hear like Gaslight and Wasted Time, you could just see the maturity in the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people could just spit, and then they got to get someone to do a hook. you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
seems like you're actually getting better at crafting songs. Completely just you.
Yeah. I think that's been my goal. I'm trying to grow as a person and I'm trying to grow as an artist. And like, I focused on trying to be a better hook writer. Like I'm trying to do that. Like, I know I can rap my ass off. I just need to, focus on songs and like making cool moments in time, like I feel like fans are listening to a song and it's 3 minutes of their time, and that's like a moment. So like give them like a cool moment to like get away to, so that's what I'm trying to do with like my new stuff, like this new music I'm making.
Historically, women in hip hop have always had this kind of interesting competition. In the 90s, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown were going at it. You fast forward to 2019, you see Nicki Minaj and Cardi B going at it. As a female rapper, what is your take on female rap and working with other female rappers yourself?
It's the same thing as the Mexican thing. I'm down. Like, I feel like that same competitiveness has always happened. And I think people kind of pin them against each other, like in, the media. Everybody just kind of tries to do that. But I mean, me personally, I don't really have a problem with collaborating with any female. I actually hope more female collaborations come my way, because I think it's dope.
I mean, when you saw Cardi B win, Best Rap Album Grammy, the first time a solo female has ever won that before, and it's done by a Spanish female. Like, how did you feel?
I think that's really dope. I think it's.
Yeah.
I do think Nicki should have won one though. I don't like that everybody's like attacking Nicki about that, because it's like, I do think, as a person who writes music, like, she should get one, But.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this on social media before. I feel like Nicki Minaj is the sorest winner of all time when it comes to music, because she has been winning for like a decade now.
Yeah.
But whenever she doesn't win everything, when she doesn't get the number one album and Travis Scott beats her by a little bit, it's a big issue. When she doesn't get the Grammy, it's because
We're
someone
all babies
sabotaged her.
though. Artists, like anybody who's an artist is a fucking baby. We're all babies.
That's
yeah,
what it is?
we all want to win. We all are competitive. We all, you know what I'm saying? Like we all fall victim to that. But at the same time, I think it's because we work so hard. You know? Like I've been snubbed. I feel like I'm one of the most snubbed artists ever. Like I feel like consistently in my career, there's definitely been times when I met marks that I should have got something and I never did. And it's, I think maybe that's what helped my mentality nowadays, that I'm just like, I don't think necessarily those things matter as much as living your fucking life. We're here for a tops 80 years. Like, fuck, make it dope.
Yeah, I mean, I think about this myself because, in terms of sheer audience and views, VladTV kills damn near everybody. But we never get nominated for shit. We never win any awards. And I just realized, like, really fuck your peers, because your peers are really your competitors. So they're not really going to give you genuine love and support. Yeah. It's really your fans. Your fans are the ones that are really there for you and supporting you. So really, I try to just put all my focus on the fans and just say, fuck everybody else. So fuck it. If I never win any sort of these awards, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them, And like, you've been winning consistently now. So the fact that you don't have a Grammy or whatever else.
Yeah.
So the fuck what?
Yeah. I feel like my career has been like, a lot of times people give those like accolades in, I wouldn't say Grammys or anything like that, because obviously that's a big fucking deal. But in most places, like, or most awards or covers or, whatever people want to say, a lot of times you have to like do this quick little peak. Like you have to do this like shooting up. And I feel like I've just consistently been at the same pace like my whole career, that there's like nothing, some people in the industry might be like, yo, there's nothing like new and exciting. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I've been consistently doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like better than people would probably think that I am. So I don't know. I'm cool.
No, I feel you.